Outlier TV tonight, bringing you a special show, the Freedom 250 at Five Flags for the Chrome Horn Racing experience, folks. These guys got an exciting lineup of drivers tonight, and they're just finishing qualifying. I'm Robert Warrens, your host with the most, alongside Chris Schuessler. Chris, say hi to your friends.
Oh, hi, everybody. So nice to be here. Yeah, it's a special Sunday night broadcast. I love it. I love being here on Sundays, and look at how good we look.
We look great, baby. We look great. So a little flaw in some of the information there. We're running 100% fuel. 3 additional sets of tires behind the wall, and running the super late model tonight. So, Chris, we've never covered this style of car before.
No, this will be a blast. Let's see here. We're at Five Flags Speedway in the late model. I think it's going to be some good action, a little different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I mean, we got a small field of cars, 14 in total. Let's roll through the grid quickly as these guys are firing off. Taking the P1 spot, Wesley Lynch. Outside of him is Rick CHRE. P3, Chris Farmer. 4th is Dan Taylor. 5th, David Vadika and Tarzan Jerry. And 7th is Michael Quigley and John Casassa. And Ryba in 9th and Barcelos in 10th. And 11th is Org and 12th Richard Parks. 13th is Junior and Shaladak in 14th. That's going to round out our field. So, man, Chris, 250 laps here at late model. These guys got extra sets of tires. I think it's going to be pretty interesting as far as, you know, how these drivers hold onto their cars. Five Flags here, a very challenging track. Chris, you might not know this. I'm going to tell you a secret. This is my favorite.
I'm ready.
This is one of my favorite tracks.
Well, that's awesome. Then you must be super pumped for this race. You should be in this race.
I should be, but I'm not.
Okay, well, here they go.
Yeah, green is out. 33 gets a great start. That's Lynch. Some good looking cars in the field. All these
pumped up, man. Pumped up to be here with Chrome Horn tonight.
Yeah. Go through some of these cars as they progress, but it looks like the field is starting to single file out early, looking at potentially around 16-second laps. So wonder how the fall off is going to be. We take a look at our last lap times around. Lynch gets away 16.9, 17-second laps for most of the rest of the field.
You know what is exciting is these cars sound super cool, man. So like I'm really looking forward to getting some cockpit cam footage, and they sound really rad, a lot different than some of the other cars we cover.
Yeah, they sound like real cars, you know what I'm saying?
They do.
Off the hood or off the roof of the 33, who's our current leader, started on the pole and has led every lap. I think I had this glitch with the 33 car before. He bugs up the tower every time. 02 of Shigori Rick, Fire Medic Rick. 5/10 back of the 33 machine.
So it sounds to me like these guys are, there's no shifting required here. They're just, pedal to the floor and then lifting in the turns. Am I correct on that? You said this is your favorite track. You must have a lot of experience.
It's kind of like you're dragging the brake into both corners and you're wide open. Give you some of that perspective here, Mr. Schuessler. And one thing I'd be concerned about, you can see that 25 car is drifting up in the center of 3 and 4 there. To me, that looks like he's overdriving the car a little bit. And you don't want to get that right front heated up here and start to wash away that right front, because these guys are, logging 250 laps. You gotta settle that car down.
Let's jump in for perspective.
We are.
No, to O2.
Oh, O2 here. Yeah, no, I think I see him washing too. And, one of these things too is the brake bias in these cars is that unlike the other cars, like, the trucks, I guess, what are they? The O'Reilly now and the Cup cars, is that you have full adjustability of the brake bias in these things. So you can move them right to the back. And that's kind of like one thing I'd be doing. I'd be running around, 52% brake. Whereas like in a truck, like a big car, a NASCAR style car, you're probably running around 65% brake. Standard everywhere.
That sounds so smart.
Thanks, buddy.
So yeah, man, listen to the tires being just chewed up as these guys are getting around. A lot of punishment.
Yeah, and the last time we covered Chrome Horn was at Bristol Motor Speedway for 170 laps. I think they had one caution. One of the things I did, since, I don't really have a lot of stuff I'd like to do on Sundays, Chris, is, the cool thing with Chrome Horn is they run 3 paved series. So I was looking at some of the statistics of their series. I'm going to bring up the ARCA car. That O2 CHRE is the champion of the ARCA car. Quigley currently running in the 12th spot, finished second. Crescent Peak and Wheeldon not in the field. Ramsey not in the field. So nobody really notable there. They also run a late model series. So Wesley Lynch, our current leader, was the champion of the late model series, but that's the late model stock. This is a super late model, completely different beast. Probably a whole bunch more horsepower. CHRE finishing second, Quigley third in there. Farmer, he's currently running fourth, and Bynum, who's not in the field, in that 5th spot.
It's good of you to have no life.
Thanks.
We appreciate this. Oh, off track.
Yeah, it looks like, was it the 7 of Ryba off track, but he gets it woed up.
So these are the newer cars that were added to iRacing maybe 6 months ago or so. Am I right on that?
You are absolutely wrong.
Oh, shoot.
These cars have been around since the dawn of time. They had a refresh about probably like 5 years ago, and then they kind of they didn't become as popular. The ones that got added not too long ago would have been that ARCA car.
Okay.
Woo! I think that's Taylor going underneath CHRE with Farmer in behind. That's a tight battle for second, third, and fourth, and the 5th spot of, I believe that's Tarzan Jerry in the 10 machine. Now, Chris, I'm not a smart man. How would you pronounce the 6th place driver's name?
Parks.
No, the 7th now.
Vodka?
All right, vodka it is.
Vodka.
Vodka.
I just said it quickly. Vodka. Vodka.
And it looks like the 7 car has gone a lap down. Let's see where he is at. Yeah, he's still on the track. So that was a car that went off track. Back up with our leader.
He's got the llama. The laughing llama.
Laughing Llama raps.
This is cool. I'm digging this like kind of change up that we're doing here tonight with these cars at this track. This is fun. And these guys are doing awesome, by the way. 25 laps in already. Just getting her done.
Getting her done. Drop into the 2nd spot here. Only 5/10 back. So Dan Taylor making a charge up in that Pennzoil Chevy. And you can see that he's settled down. We saw about 10 laps ago where he's washing up in 3 and 4. And it looks like he's, I don't know if he's listening.
He is.
Who wouldn't be, right? Like,
right. And for those that are listening, here's what I wanted to get at. Hey, for those that are listening, if you are new to the broadcast, you can like and subscribe, first of all. and you can get in the chat, ask some questions, have some shout outs. We'll talk about what's going on in the race.
Absolutely. Always appreciate the support from the fan base. And, Chris, surprisingly, over the last, I would say, a couple months, we've seen a pretty good insurgence of new members, subscribing to the channel. So only a cool 999,000 subscribers to go in that plaque.
Oh man, that's my goal. I've been trying to get us that plaque. We're on our way slowly, but that's how you build it.
That's how you
but yeah, no. If you're new to the broadcast, just jump into chat. We like to get at that stuff and show drivers, shout out drivers, and etc. etc.
We've been in the cockpit of the 25 machine, or the one Pennzoil car, as you saw if we flip out. Dan is running a little bit more of an aggressive pace. Well, not a necessarily aggressive pace, but you can hear him being harder on throttle through the center of the corner. And he's looking to charge on the outside of Wesley Lynch.
There's a penalty for that, though, essentially, right? I mean, he can only do this for so long, correct?
Absolutely. I know, we talked about loading up that right front tire, and what's going to happen is if that 25 machine uses it up, he's going to lose all entry and exit speed.
So let's see, Robert. As you know, as our fans know me, one of my favorites is the gearbox cam. I don't know if we can do that with our track cams 22 shout out tonight, but maybe we can pull up a closest battle and then jump to a gearbox and get some fun stuff.
So that's what the gearbox cam looks like right now. So it's looking out the back.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's always mixing it up, Cool perspective, though. That's like from the behind the driver's head. Let's see what else we got here. We'll look at right front.
Kind of like what the rear view mirror would have looked like to the driver, the previous shot.
Gyro, good old driver view. But you see how dark it is here. There's not a lot of lights at Five Flags. And, this is actually a very iconic speedway where the Snowball Derby happens. So,
what I like about this one, and you pointed out a lot, like when we're in the cockpit, is like the wheel position. And I think that's always important to check out. And I like this flip cam as well, just to sort of see like where the the red mark is on the steering wheel, and just kind of the wheel input, I should say.
Yeah, I agree. It really shows a lot of perspective on if you consider tire wear, and really when you're going to see a lot of fall off is probably in the next 20-30 laps, where it's going to really show how these drivers have managed their equipment. Seeing a swap for the lead, we missed it, Chris. Taylor in that Pennzoil machine has taken the lead. He's taken Parks with him in the 113. So right now we're just taking a look at the 10 machine of CHRE. And he's been kind of locked in on that 6th spot. Chris Farmer.
So one of the many things I do poorly is listening, Robert. So I'm going to ask you to repeat yourself. What was your guesstimate for fuel if these guys stay green?
Probably around 150 laps.
Ooh, so they can go a long way.
Yeah, these super late models here, they got big fuel tanks. There's no reason that they can't go the distance. These guys have locked in for 43 laps now of green flag action, and they're doing an amazing job. So, what I'm excited to see is when the tires get really worn, who's coming in and when they're coming in.
Yeah, because that will give us a little mix-up of strategy. If it continues to stay green, they'll obviously come in for tires versus needing fuel, requiring fuel. So that can really just kind of throw some different strategies around as far as who's going to come in for fresh rubber, who's going to stay out for a while and try and capture track position, but maybe still suffer on, worse tires, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things to consider here is the amount of time it takes for a super late model to fuel up. It's not the tires that take a long time, it's the fuel. These guys don't have the quick fuel cans that the NASCAR series has, whether it's, the truck, the O'Reilly, or the Cup car. It's going to take almost a good 30 seconds for a pit stop.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah, and that you're going down 2 to 3 laps in a pit stop. So, if you pit too early and a caution comes out, you're not making up that time. And Parks does a good job there of managing the pass on the 33 of Wesley Lynch in his horsing around. Hank?
Yes, I was just looking at that. Very funny.
I guess that's what these boys are doing tonight on Sunday, eh? Just a little bit of horsing around.
So far, so serious. There's no horsing around yet.
Ooh, a little loose for the 30 machine out of corner 2. He's getting that car yawed out. It's yawed out again. You can see the steering inputs, allowing Wesley Lynch to get a little run on him. You can just see how much he's working it.
Ooh, little tap of the wall.
Yeah, and I'm never really a fan of running the second groove here. I want to be low. I want to be slow. Low and slow.
Another tap.
Parks might be in trouble. Like, he's up 10 spots. He's our hard charger right now, but he might be owing the Reaper, the tire Reaper, a little karma with, how much track position he's gained.
It would almost seem to me like it would be worth giving up the pass there and just maybe just kind of like regrouping instead of, having a little mishap on track. I don't know. Maybe that's not the spirit of racing, but it looks like he's like struggling just a bit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you see he's, and I agree with you. He's definitely struggling a little bit. He's holding up the 33 car. But what I'm noticing too is like he's running out of the dark area of the track. There's not a lot of rubber up there. He's got the car in the marbles as he's now pinching down the 33 machine. Go ahead and check on our leader.
Oh, I think the 33 is going to get her done here.
Yeah, and you see low and slow by the 33. It's just, it's helping. This is probably one of the most intense battles on the track, and the challenging part with 5 flags here is that person in the second groove, they can hold off the charge on that inside car for quite some time. It's hard to get a run out of the corners here with how sensitive these cars are on throttle. Oh, man.
Park's doing a great job of still hanging in there and defending that position.
Now, this will give you a good perspective of how much tire he doesn't have left. And look at the wheel input there.
Yep.
That's a no-no.
He doesn't have a choice anymore, I think.
No. I mean, he could slow down. And Lynch does a good job. He gets a nose going into turn 1. Lots of room by these drivers. And it's allowed Taylor to open up almost a 4-second gap based on, how much it's costing these two drivers to keep battling.
Well, you're right. That is really, it's really tough to pass.
Yeah. And this is a different version of driver insanity for me. It's absolutely frustrating to have somebody on your outside knowing you're faster and you just can't get a run around them.
Every time I think the 33 is going to finally get that pass, finally get that run, it's kind of pinched off again, and he just can't seem to do it.
I don't know if you
So,
can
I mean,
see it from the camera too, Chris. You can see the rotors are glowing on both of these cars. See the rear rotor of the 30 machine? It's
I
glowing.
did notice that.
Not noticing it as much on the 33 car.
Great job by these guys.
Yeah, they must be dialing the rear brake rack. That's why they're growing. Both rotors glowing on the 33 car.
See, here we go. Just when I think sort of the 33 is going to finally make that pass, and he might do that now.
Yeah, he's got it.
Looks like he's got it done.
Yeah, tough battles too. A lot of great, respectful racing here. You know, ooh, Park sliding it out. Let's go check in on our leader. He's all alone, 4.3 seconds ahead. Let's go ahead and see now, and we're gonna wait a couple laps. Let Lynch kind of cool down those tires from the battle there. But let's see if Lynch is able to run quicker laps than our leader. So last time around,
not much.
I mean, half a tenth. It'll add up, right? 3/10 the last lap, Chris. I mean, that's he's gonna catch him in 60 laps, but right now, but that's based on a 5-lap average. And you can see the gap is closing down. Lynch is now within 4 seconds of our leader. A tenth that time. It's going to be a little bit more with some traffic.
I'm really impressed with these guys. They're doing a great job tonight.
Yeah. This is what, it makes this car and this type of racing enjoyable, not only from a viewer perspective, but a driver perspective, because you're battling people for such a long period of time that, it's really drawing down to the level of skill each one has to manage their equipment for such a long time. Go ahead and take a look at another battle. Like we got a good battle here between Chris Farmer and Rick CHRE, who's just a little bit further ahead, not too much further. And then
it looks like the group of cars behind them are also battling.
Yeah, it's a 4-way battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And I mean, even 8th isn't too far out. 9th is only a second back, and 10th is right there. 11th, these guys are all in a little bit of a blanket. It's just Lynch, Taylor, and Parks that have broken away from the field. So I'm not even sure if these guys are kind of saving a little bit more.
How about just for a little perspective, we go to track map and see just kind of where these guys are all lined up. Yeah, it's a big group of them.
Yeah, so Taylor's crossing the start-finish line now, and this group of cars, that second, I guess the second and a half group of cars, is about a half track behind. So as they go into turn 1, the 25 is coming out of turn 4 now as they exit turn 2. So, just as far as catch goes, like, I don't know if these guys are catching because they're falling back. They're in and around the 9-second mark now. But you can see that the 33 of Lynch slowly catching the 25 machine of Taylor.
Well, these guys made it, halfway to the first pit stop, I guess, right? You said they could go to probably about 150 laps, maybe?
Yep. Yeah, and I don't know if I'd want to split it halfway and just go get tires at 125, or if I want to chance it and run as long as I can and empty the fuel tank. But yeah, you can see a lot of tire or rotors are glowing on these drivers. And I don't know if the 15 machine is going to be able to put pressure on the 31 of Farmer. And it looks like he's kind of closing up that gap slightly. And Taylor now has only a 3-second lead. When we started, looking at the battle between Lynch and Parks, it was over 4 seconds. So, in about 15 laps or so, you see Lynch has closed up over a second of time on Taylor. Rabbit coming out of the pits. And give you an idea of some of the top speeds of these cars. You can see also how the 15 machine is managing throttle. He's not getting to full throttle on the straightaway. Quick lift.
Let's jump in the cockpit of John Kazazov, the 15. Curious to see how he's managing.
No pressure, John.
He seems pretty smooth, actually.
Yeah, very smooth. It doesn't look to me that he's over driving the middle. And also when he loads up the throttle, he's picking it up smooth. And you're not seeing that wheel be sporadic. Those inputs look clean.
And you're not hearing a lot of tire wear either. Maybe a little bit that turn, but he seems to be just kind of just holding steady, not beating it up. And he really has kind of reeled in the, the 31? Yeah. So maybe he'll be able to make up a position soon.
It's going to be very hard to pass on old tires, but, that's what we're here for. Go check on the 25 machine of Dan Taylor. See how Taylor stays down in the bottom of the corner for longer and then accelerates out, and that's kind of like just managing more of his tire wear. It's probably why he's been able to break away a little bit more, because he's still pulling that, let's call them the second group of cars. And even Parks has fallen back to the 02, the 31, the 15, and the 10. And another battle here is the 2 machine and Tarzan Jerry. We're going to pop over to them and take a look at the battle there. Might see a pass here. That 2 machine working the bottom side of the track. Man, Chris, this is super clean, man.
I know. They're doing great. We're almost to 100 laps. I'm waiting to see a change of strategy, I guess I could say, just to see someone do something and, just continue to see clean racing, and then a little, someone got to come in for some tires earlier or later.
Yeah, and I agree. It looks like the 15 makes the pass on the 31 of Farmer. We're going to use our OTV instant replay to catch that action. So you can see that we're on the 15 of Farmer, right meow. Right to the bottom, the 31 drifts up. I don't know if he washed up and lost grip or what, but that allows the 15 to just clear on out.
I would imagine so.
So, well, we'll have to see how it plays into Farmer's hands as the race progresses. And it looks like the 2 of Junior has just kind of laid back a little bit of off the 10 machine. And, it's been really quiet, but Barcelos, we haven't really spent much time on him. He's running at the back of the field. He could be hardcore saving. He's a lap down now. Grey Poupon, Dijon. What do you know about Dijon mustard, Chris?
He's a fan of mustard, it looks like. It looks like he's, pardon me. Are you familiar with that commercial?
Pardon me, do you have any?
Grey Poupon? Yeah.
An interesting battle there with the 49. He's kind of like challenging himself, challenging the track. He's in 13th, a little bit further back than perhaps he wants to be right now, but there's still, over half of the race to go.
I like the horse on the quarter panel. That's pretty cool. I know that's the CHRE theme or logo, I guess you could say.
See if we can take a look at the hood.
A lot of the drivers in that's pretty cool. A lot of the drivers in CHRE have had some really nice paint jobs, as we've seen in some of the roughneck battle races.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a nice looking car.
It is. Pretty sharp.
Ah! How's it going, buddy?
I like it.
How's it going, man?
That's pretty cool.
And he shows you a real perspective of the detail and how much that 87 car is turning as we look forward into the corner, turn 3.
Ogre is Shrek. Wait, I don't have it, so I can't play it, but that would have been one of the moments. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
You're just letting us down today, Chris.
I know. I had to switch up my sounds last minute. But Robert, we're at 108. Man, this is super fun.
Yeah, it's fun, clean, and fast. And the 2 machine of Junior is on the bumper of Farmer. He got around the 10 of Jerry. And now it looks like the 2 machine is going to work underneath 31. Man, he's running that low side.
He's got the official, what are we doing, 250?
Freedom 250.
Freedom 250, yes. He's got the Freedom 250 paint support.
That's a nice looking machine,
it looks
man.
Good. It is.
See if this 2 machine, he looks like he's slicing and dicing and moving his way forward, starting 13th up to 6th. He's definitely going to be a top 5 contender just based on pace right now. I don't know if he's going to be able to get a top 3, get on the podium, but these drivers, just approaching halfway.
Well, we're soon going to see some funky stuff, and I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, man. Funky stuff is my favorite stuff.
I know, right? We got 2-on-2.
And battle's heating up here. The 2 of Junior gets underneath the O2 of CHRE. Gagori. Don't swear, Chris.
Okay.
Nice clean and quick pass for that 2 car to march forward. He's going to have the 15 in sight of Kazaza.
So, position 1 and position 2, what is it, the 25 and the 33, really? Or just kind of
Checked out.
on their way? Yeah.
And now look at that gap is only 1.3 seconds separates them. Lynch has closed up 4 seconds. I want to say over about 40 laps now. So very impressive to manage his tires over that long of a run. I'm gonna hop in the 2 car for fun because it looks like he's driving clean and fast, you know? Really late picking up the throttle. That's probably keeping the right rear and the right front on it. I don't know if he's catching our leader, but we can go ahead and take a look.
So I was trying to follow his line here, and let's just watch it again here. So he comes up pretty high, it looks there. You know, dips down low in the turn, and then his exit, let's watch, comes up not extremely high, but pretty high. You were saying that you're a bigger fan of staying in the middle of the lane, is that right?
Low and
Like
slow
low?
in the corners, but you want to open up the wheel off the exit of the turns, let that wheel go straight and get it up and kind of like touch the outside wall.
Okay, so exactly like what he's showing us then.
Yeah,
Kind of just bring it up, go to the outside there,
Yep.
almost to the wall, bring it back down.
He's running super clean laps. His inputs are clean. You can see that, you know, every once in a while you can hear him burp the throttle on the exit because the car is getting a little bit loose. Little kiss of the wall there. But I would say that the 2 car is struggling with some right front wear. Just based on how that car is turning.
Well, let's see. He lost a 10th, almost a 10th.
Yeah, for a few laps there, he was catching them, but it looks like that's kind of slipping away.
Yeah, losing just a little bit more. It's hard because, you know, once you make the pass and then you're sort of open again, I would imagine tendency is to want to start pushing to try and, you know, catch the next car ahead of you. And by doing that, sometimes you start to, you know, drive a little too hard maybe and not drive as clean, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see just in the camera shot now is that 25 machine, Pennzoil Chevy powered, is looking to put the 2 car a lap down before the pit stops. And I thought the 2 machine was going to close up quicker on the 15, but no dice.
No dice.
So exciting times, Chris. I was going to mention this last time, but we actually we booked a vacation to Punta Cana. We'll be going to Punta Cana November 29th.
Oh,
Yeah,
you've been there, right? Didn't you go there before?
last November.
Nice, buddy. Time flies.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Well, you know what? I hope you have a great time, my friend.
I mean, you only got to put up with me for 3 more months, and then I could go missing, lose a kidney or something. Okay?
Well, you can still live without one.
I guess so.
Just as long as you're the one that actually sells it versus it getting stolen.
It looks like we got our first pit taker. Or maybe our second.
Look at how slow the pit lane is.
Yeah, you're going laps down here.
Ooh, so we have a couple drivers coming in.
Just to give you an idea how slow it is, right? Like, lights are up. Wish we had a timer right now. just after halfway, fire medic Rick Grigori.
My goodness,
Gets
that is
out.
slow.
Yeah. You had a lot of ice cream in the pits for that one.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
all right. We've seen our first couple pit stops, which is fun. These guys will be on cold tires, so they'll need a lap or two to kind of warm up and get in the window. And then there's the idea or the thoughts of the drivers that stayed out for just a little bit still. If we do see a caution, that will be a big payoff for them.
Yeah, hopefully not, but this group of cars, there's about 6 cars all bundled up. And the 25 machine puts the 15 of Kazusa a lap down. But the 87's got fresh tires, so he's coming in the pits. Clean pit stops are going to be super important here. This is literally going to make and break your race.
Somebody got a black flag.
I missed it. Is it Quigs?
Maybe is that? Yeah, it was Quigs. I'm assuming speeding in the pits on exit, or is that entry right
He's
there?
entry, right? Meow.
Okay, so yeah, he was speeding in the pits. I would assume that's what that was, and that's a bummer.
Freedom 250. 5 flags. Super late model action tonight. And I don't know, Chris, we might go green to checkered.
That would be super cool. Oh, off track 15. Interesting. That's gonna be a.
He's just coming out of the pits. That's all. Just tagged a little grass.
Okay, I was wondering if he like crossed the line and was going to get a penalty.
No, the blue cone is right on the exit there.
Okay.
And it is tight. It's easy to get a black flag there, but smooth driving here by the 15 car. He stays out of trouble.
So let's do this here. So we know Taylor and Lynch and Parks have not come in yet for sure, correct?
And Junior, Jerry, and Sadak haven't come in. And I would assume Farmer, just by looking at the amount of laps down.
Okay. So just for the heck of it, let's go to Taylor and let's see what his fuel level is like at the moment. Let's see how much longer he could go.
I mean, he's right on our estimated bubble of fuel.
Oh, yeah. So. I would say that's what, well, this is a small track. Maybe 5 laps more, would you guesstimate?
Yeah, 5, 10, maybe. It depends. You get later on in the run. There's less on throttle time, but it looks like this, Pennzoil Chevy is just kind of locked in.
Nutter butters.
You kind of wish you had one right now, don't you?
I wouldn't mind it.
Did you just give him the broadcaster's curse?
I don't think so. No. Like you said, he's pretty locked in. He's looking good.
And Lynch.
Right behind him.
Right behind him. Looks like that's the 87 car in behind him, and then Lynch is in behind the 87, so a car separates them. And that 87 car is already pitted. So, fresh tires could definitely give Taylor some trouble. But he's doing a great job of managing the throttle on exit and getting that super late model juiced up for all the power down the straightaway.
In these short track races, they take a lot out of you, especially 250 laps. That's
Absolutely.
tiring.
Absolutely.
I like to call them sweaty messes.
That's what I am, baby.
So if you're watching live, if you're watching this live, do us a favor, like, subscribe, share later on. But if you want to ask about the race, you want to give any drivers a shout out, we do monitor the chat. We like to pass on all that stuff. So, or if you got a driver you want us to focus on, go ahead and mention it, and yeah, we'll get at all that stuff.
Flag to flag so far. Chris Farmer coming in the pits. Go ahead and check on him.
Look how dirty the entrance is.
Yeah, you know, and that's the kind of the cool thing. These tires are shredding off little marbles of rubber, and there starts to become a preferred groove as the race goes on. So that's kind of like exactly what you're seeing.
Pit crews there, they're just kind of
Hanging out.
yeah, hanging out.
And Lynch closes up the gap on Taylor. Only 4/10, and now they share the same camera angle, but that's the 15 of Kazusa that wants his lap back. He's working the outside.
Junior coming in the pits right now.
Yeah, he's getting his rubber. He was in the third spot, so one of the last few cars to pit. It's only Taylor and Lynch who have not pitted yet.
Those guys they've got to be getting pretty low on fuel, I would imagine.
And Lynch is now in the pits. So I don't know if that's going to call Taylor into the pits and be like, hey, you know, you look at their fast lap times, Chris, and we'll put them on up at the board, is they're running 16.5s. Their last lap times around for Taylor is 17.3. So only 0.8 a lap, but it's so hard to pass here that, you know, you don't want to give up the track position either. So I mean, what do I know, Chris? I'm just up in the booth. Yeah?
I think you know a lot.
Oh,
How about that?
Thanks, baby.
Lap 160 and Taylor is still out. Goes by again.
No, might be stretching it to 175. I'm not quite sure, but that's going to give him kind of like an offsetting tire advantage.
You really think he could go to 175? He's coming in now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just throwing out numbers. You know?
Okay.
You know, but I think what we're gonna see here is and we'll stay on Taylor, is that when he cycles out of the pits, Lynch is gonna get the lead back, and Taylor's gonna have to work around Lynch, and that's gonna be our battle for the win here tonight. I think is like, you know, Taylor and Lynch have kind of set themselves apart with their setup on the field. Did we just see a 2-tire stop?
I don't know. Let's back it up. I'll tell you what, I wasn't looking.
He left the pits in 13 seconds. I don't know if a 2-tire stop's going to be the move. Yeah, look at that.
I love it. That's a bold move. I like it.
Bold move, Cotton. And now he's got 4 seconds on Lynch, but he's only got fresh right sides.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's use a little broadcaster's experience, maybe.
I love that.
You've driven here. You like this track.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, you love it.
Thank you.
I don't know if you've done 250 laps lately, but what do you think? Give me your sort of.
He's
already slipping.
No yellow flag.
Oh, he's not. Wasn't slipping. He was just doing a little tactile avoiding.
Honestly, I don't know if two
Wonder if Ogre
tires
took
is
some
the move.
damage. Ogre maybe took a little damage or something.
Let's go back. We'll take a look at the replay for David Badika. And we're on him, meow. Ooh, the two CHRE. Oh, hits him square. I'm surprised that didn't bring out a yellow. He stopped.
And then he backed up a little.
Yeah. Options are off, brother.
Okay.
I wonder. We'll check the catch right now. We've seen Lynch just kind of chill, and then at the end of that run, he went as hard as he could and closed the gap on Taylor. Right now, it's not looking like Lynch is going to be able to catch Taylor.
I think we got a lot of laps to go before we make that statement.
All right,
because Lynch really hunted him down earlier in the race, and he's not too far off him now, 3.5 seconds. And Taylor will be struggling. He's going to be on that original set of lefts. As we keep taking laps away. So I don't know. I mean, hey, as you know, I seem to never be right, but
it's like our relationships, Chris.
Right. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. As you can see, Lynch is now in the green there. He's taking away a couple hundredths, but it'll be interesting to see what can happen here.
Yeah, and like our timer tower, timer telemetry here is kind of like struggling to pick if Lynch is going to close up on Taylor, but I agree with what you said. There's still 75 laps left. That's a lot of racing, and managing your equipment here at Five Flags. Woo! Somebody locked into the wall of 49. Managing your equipment here is definitely challenging. Had to bring my own thought back, Chris. It had evaded me for a second.
Hey, it evades us all. It's Sunday night.
And let's take a look at the laps led so far. It's just been Taylor and Lynch, and Taylor leading 142 of the 176 laps. Showing a crash on Org. He's stopped on the outside wall.
Yeah, I saw he had a black flag, but
there's extensive damage on that car. Let's use our OTV instant replay. Looks like he's
need to find out what happened.
Right, you missed that, don't you?
Hey,
I do.
What happened?
Yep.
Captain Weenies. Take it down now.
Take it down.
Go full speed here.
You could have just went too hard.
Oh, he did.
No.
I'm surprised. No caution.
Same.
They must not have cautions turned on. And he's parked. That's he's getting tires right meow. But
so sorry, Robert. First comment here of the night. Hey, so did Lynch take two as well as they came out with a similar gap? So I don't know. Did Lynch take two?
Before the pits there, Lynch had closed up to 4/10, and then there was a 3-4 second gap after the pit cycle. So, we can use our OTV magic here.
Yes, I say we have a graphic for that, right?
Yeah, but here's the pit stop for Lynch. And the right side is up on the car. And we'll hit play. Actually, we'll hit fast forward. And oh, 2 tires
Yeah,
as
he only
well.
took 2.
I wonder what the gain was because a little contact on entry there. Maybe.
That was our good friend Ben Ryan who shouted that out.
Oh, good friend, Mr. Buttons. But
Yep.
interesting enough, maybe it was just the separation of the pit entrance because Lynch looked like he was a little bit slower on the pit entrance than Taylor. But let's go back and we'll take a look at Taylor's pit entrance here. Back it up just a little bit, and we saw Lynch get down right to the marbles here.
It looked like Taylor had come in nice and smooth.
Yeah, Taylor's a lot faster through there. You can see he's almost sliding out. But I'm not sure why we're seeing that gap because they both take 2 tires, and really, Lynch should have been ahead of Taylor here. So did Lynch take more fuel than Taylor? Because you see right there, Taylor's gone immediately after those tires are changed, and Lynch stayed up in the air. He stayed on the track after the tires were changed. To me, which he's taking more fuel.
Just for the heck of it, can you jump to our graphic that shows how many tires, how fuel only, blah blah blah, all of that? Let's just see what we got here.
So just
Lynch repairs.
Yeah,
I was wondering if he stayed in, maybe if he did have a little bit of damage, perhaps, and took a couple seconds for, optional. I mean, not likely, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the case. I think it's just how long it takes to fuel the cars, and Lynch has just taken more fuel, so that could be the difference for the win tonight. Is just pit stop time. But you called it, Chris. You said, hey, there's a lot of laps left. There's 69 laps left. Your favorite number, and anything can happen. Junior and Kansas battling it out, but they're a second apart. Junior having a great run. We covered him off earlier, and he's our podium driver now. I didn't know if he was going to make it up there.
And Junior took 4 tires, I believe.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and take a look.
Does it show? No, it doesn't show the number of tires, right?
Yeah, the graphic for the overlays is the timing isn't set exactly. And
so this is what I'm getting at here. He only took right sides also.
Man, we're mediocre at best with this broadcast.
We're lousy. Because what I was going to say is this. He's in 3rd place right now, a lap down. So although we haven't seen any cautions where we thought we would see maybe at least one for that one sort of funky incident, I was thinking, well, he'd get his lap back under caution. And if he had taken both sets of tires, maybe he would have the advantage and be able to make a run at Lynch and Taylor.
Yeah.
But that's kind of, they're all even, so I don't know. And if cautions aren't on, then I guess that doesn't really matter anymore. We'll have to see.
I mean, he's
not that we want cautions, but I'm just saying, like, that would have been an interesting thing to see if that's possibly the case.
And he's about 2/3 of a track behind Taylor to get his lap back. So in a total amount of time, he's 2/3 of 17, some type of math. Almost 27 seconds behind. So, I mean, that's a lot of time to make up. Even though Junior's had an impressive run, and hats off to him because he's our hard charger of the night. He's kind of locked in that 3rd spot, barring that there's no mechanical issues that happen for him.
What's the opposite of hard charger?
Hard luck?
No, I don't think that's it. Maybe. That anyway, you follow me. That's usually what I get.
The No Luck Award?
Yeah, the started in third, finished 13th. Finished 13 laps down.
And we're actually showing Richard Parks out of the race. Ooh. So he's retired after having a pretty impressive run for that 30 machine of horsing around. But yeah, the field thins out a little bit. We got 2 cars out. We got Parks and Org. We're down to 12 cars.
CHRE is in the pit, not out. Is that right?
Yeah, but he's just sitting there. Probably getting that damage fixed. That the left front is torn up on the car.
Didn't they have one fast repair?
Oh, there's a fast repair if you click it. You gotta turn it on.
Well, I was assuming he did, but okay, so they had a fast repair.
And now that we've clicked down some laps, Chris, let's go ahead and pull up our catch again. Let's take a look at Lynch and Taylor. And they're still kind of swapping lap times back and forth. So, I don't know, man. Lynch is run out of time. Let's go ahead and check on Lynch. Let's take a look at how he's driving. I don't know why he gives my Outlier timing tower the heebie-jeebies, but...
yeah, he's on top of them.
Yeah, the heebie-jeebie tower. But let's hop in his cockpit. And he's got that thing glued to the inside wall. Only 3 seconds back of the leader. That's kind of just been where it's been at the entire time of this fuel run. And we've creeped up to 13 viewers, so shout out to the viewers. Make sure you put a like and subscribe on the channel. Click the gearbox, watch it in 4K. At Outlier, we out here slaying graphicals. So you want to make sure that you click that gearbox and watch it, and for all of what Outlier TV has to offer.
And we're happy to give shout outs and answer questions and go to your favorite fan, your favorite driver. So if you got anything, Ben, you're the only one with us at the moment. If you have any other questions,
let us know, Ben.
let us know. Tired of talking to Robert.
Oh man, come on. I'm gonna cry today. I'm feeling sensitive.
Oh man, was someone else in the pits?
It looks like the 49 of Barcelos coming into the pits.
Interesting.
Barcelos, we thought he was potentially saving, but it looks like that car just, continually slipped away from him. And he's getting tires again, but he's going to be, finishing perhaps in the top 10, because in the 11th spot is Quigley. And, this super late model isn't the easiest car to handle. So, hats off to the drivers here at CHRE putting on a green flag show, despite, having some cautions or like incidents on the track. I guess it's not cautions.
There were only 2 though. Am I right on that? If I'm remembering 2, and they were like really just kind of basic, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, the thing wrecked and it should have been a caution, but it wasn't. I mean, they weren't really much of anything.
Thompson Multimedia.
And yes, Ben, we agree with you. He said he can see a lot of the debris. He kind of commented on that a bit. A lot of marbles scattered everywhere, marbles at the pit entry.
Yeah, the track is definitely rubbered up. Maximum rubber. Just everywhere on the track. The the bottom by the fence there.
Yeah, we need a sweeper. Track cams 22, correct?
Track cams 22, bringing you all the views. Taking a look at the 25 of Dan Taylor. 3.5 seconds with 30 laps to go. You know, are you gambling, man, Chris? Is the 33 of Lynch going to be able to close it up in the final 30?
Well, one, I am not a gambling man, and two, I don't know. They're on the same strategy, so I just don't know. I mean, we saw Lynch close the gap earlier in the race. It's possible. He's only 3 seconds down, so it depends on, I guess, who's been managing better or more. So I don't know. 30 laps. It's possible it could come down. But then there's the old, you got to catch them, then you got to pass them. And as we saw earlier in the race, passing was super tough. So I don't know. I think things are looking pretty good for Dan.
Last time around, almost 3/10, and even this lap. So, I mean, it's possible, but just throwing out the simple math, it's got Lynch has got to gain a 10th a lap to close up 3 seconds, which is, based on how Taylor has ran, it's not very probable.
In that graphic there, Lynch says repairs.
Yeah, that's just because of the amount of time he was in the pits. It's not actually because of repairing. So it's just an estimator to say that based on how long he was in the pits, that he
took repairs also.
He could have, yeah. But
okay.
Normally our graphics, our overlays are set up for NASCAR, and we don't have the accurate pit times that a super late model would need. But yeah, I don't know if there's any hot battles on the track, and we're winding down 24 laps to go. This was a quick one, Chris. Just solid action on the track, and Taylor has delivered a kind of a dominating performance so far.
He has. I mean, look at that graphic right there. I mean, shoot. He will have led almost 200 laps very quickly. And, setting that aside, I mean, it's been just clean racing, respectful. And, I mentioned earlier, this is not an easy race. These short track in these cars, it's a lot of energy, a lot of things to focus on. So I'm sure these guys are pretty tired. And to see them, get around as well as they have, it says a lot about, this league, CHRE.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. And driver fatigue would definitely set in here. 5 flags in the super late model. It is a lot to wheel. You saw a lot of counter steering from these drivers as they were managing the car. So just think about the force it's putting on, your arms, your shoulders. If you're running a lot of force feedback.
What strength is your wheel at? I'm curious, since you love to drive here.
I normally keep it at about 6 Newton meters.
Okay.
I keep it low because the Super is a heavy car. But, some of these guys are crazy, and they're probably running 10 or 15 Newton meters. The challenge with that is the more you run, the higher strength, the harder it is for you to turn down the car. So that's why I elect to run less, because I want to turn the car down into the center of the corner and then be able to drive it off without having to fight in the force feedback so much.
Robert, it's going quick. 16 laps.
Man, that's fast, isn't it?
It is fast.
We've had like a solid hour of black flags, just constant laps.
Yeah.
Take a quick look at some of these drivers. The 7 of Ryba, Syndicate Armory. That sounds scary.
I wouldn't mess with them.
Freedom 250 car of Quigs.
Like it.
Barcelo.
Pardon me.
You're having a great papa. Vodika in his Pennzoil paint might be running the same setup as Taylor, but doesn't have the same speed. 02 of CHRE.
Very nice car.
He's also rocking the American 250 on it.
Nice.
Also, you know, Fire Medic Rick, he's a fire dude. He's a fireman.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Nice car.
10 Machine, also another Freedom paint of Tarzan Jerry.
He has an eagle, I believe, or
Freedom.
a Firebird.
Freedom,
That's
brother.
nice.
Freedom.
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
see it off the hood there. It looks like almost like an armory or like a crest, like a family crest, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go check on the 00 of
Sahidek?
the Hydak. Yeah, Laughing
That's
Llama.
That's another laughing llama, right?
Absolutely. But you see, like, the Hydak here also give him the Outlier Timing Tower one shamboozle.
You lost me with that.
If you look at the timing tower, whenever you're on Lynch or a Sahidek, it locks it out.
Oh.
In the 5th spot here is Farmer. Nice chill paint, you know, you ain't got to be fancy with it all the time.
No, I like the satin black with the green. It looks nice.
Yeah, this,
That's your paint.
why? It's red?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's a clean car too, you know.
It is. I like it. It's nice to just have sometimes just clean and simple, you know?
Looks like a nostalgic, like, super late model, right? Where somebody ain't too fancy with it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's got it all wrapped up Junior with his Thompson Multimedia.
It's nice. I like it. Very USA.
Yeah, USA. And Lynch falling back 4 seconds from our leader, but beautiful paint in that Laughing Llama wraps.
Yeah. That llama's got sunglasses on.
And you gotta stay fresh, brother. You gotta stay fresh.
Right.
And our leader with only 3 laps to go. Impressive performance for that one Pennzoil Chevy powered machine, Dan Taylor. You know, and you can even see the rubber on the car, Chris. Like the car looks all rubbered up. They're definitely not as shiny as what they once were.
No. But amazing job by Dan Taylor.
Starting 4th, finishing 1st tonight with 2 laps to go. Lynch had a good charge early on. Our hard charger is the 2 machine of Junior. And then I guess, you know, I don't know if there's the no luck award tonight. Like, you know, seeing a couple guys in the pits, but that's going to be the race for tonight. As 25 of Dan Taylor, or as you see his car, the 1 machine, Pennzoil Chevy powered, getting her done. So, I don't know, Chris, hats off clean race for these guys.
I agree, man. It was rad. These guys were terrific. What a good race. I mean, I think that, you know, this is everything they could have wanted. You know what I mean? Just a nice, clean race. It was honest, and yeah, bring it, you know?
Bring it is right. Winners coming down into the lane of the front stretch. Big burnout from the one machine. Dan Taylor. It always hurts my feelings. You do these burnouts and then you slide the car into the wall. Oh, I'm not sure, Chris. These guys got to pop on over to the R&R room. And we'll see if we get some interviews happening. But it'd be interesting to see from their driver perspective on how the car was handling for them. Like, we can give our commentary as to what we think it's doing, but we're not the ones driving it.
No, I could never drive it that good.
Cool thing here is I think there's a hot winner circle. He's pulling it up to here.
Ooh, nice.
So
that was pretty cool.
yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, so we'll just give a brief moment here, take a quick Wagner's Welding commercial break, and then we'll see if any of these drivers pop over for an interview. And no, we'll just roll through some stats. So BRB.
At Wagner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners, we build quality that lasts, because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagner's Welding at 446 DeHart Church Road in North Wilkesboro, or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you. At Wagner's Welding, craftsmanship isn't just what we do, it's who we are. For over 25 years, Wagner's Welding has been a family-owned business built on honesty, hard work, and treating every customer like family. Whether it's custom truck beds or ramps, heavy-duty fabrication, hydraulics, or precision repair work, every weld and every detail is crafted for strength, reliability, and long-lasting performance. We don't cut corners, we build quality that lasts, because your truck needs to work as hard as you do. When you want value, craftsmanship, and custom work done right the first time, choose the team that treats you like family. Visit Wagner's Welding at 446 DeHart Church Road in North Wilkesboro, or call 336-670-3427 to see how we can get your job working for you.
All right, Outlier TV's back. I'm your host, Robert Warrens, alongside Chris Schuessler. A couple of these drivers have squeaked through the tech shed. We're going to grab our first interview of the night, the 33, Wesley Lynch. Rob and Chris up in the booth. How's it feel shaking it down for 250 laps for the Freedom 250 for CHRE?
I'm sweating.
I mean, you should be. This car is not easy to drive for that long. One of the questions Chris asked me, and I think is relevant for you, is what kind of newton meters do you have your wheel at?
I think I had it at. So I have a 12 newton meter, and I think I had it at about a 7.
Okay, so we're pretty similar as far as that, but overall, just how does the super late model feel when you're driving it for that long? Is there a lot of force in the wheel?
Nah, well, I run a high steering ratio, so I have to run mine up a little bit in order to, feel the wheel.
Yep.
But the reason why I run a high ratio in these cars is to ultimately save tires for a super long run. And the more that the longer the run went on in the first green flag, I didn't have as much slip, but it wasn't terrible, man. I really enjoy these cars.
And I see you wore the late model stock champion for CHRE, and did you feel like the late model stock translated well here for managing the super late model?
No, no.
No, absolutely not.
These are a different animal, man. Especially with horsepower wise. Now, like tire saving, you can definitely save tires in these a whole lot better. But the weight shifting in these cars compared to late model stocks is two different things.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I agree. You know, it was kind of like a trick question I was asking you, Wesley, to make sure that you just knew that these are an animal of a car to drive, and it's one of my favorite cars to drive because it does take a lot of skill. But you grabbed second place finish tonight. Hats off to you for that. But Chris, what do you want to say to the 33 machine of Wesley Lynch?
Wesley, congratulations, bud. Nice watching you on track. Yeah, we figured it was kind of tough for the drivers. Long race, tough track, and tough car. So hats off to you, Laughing Llama. And yeah, we were wondering if you were gonna be able to close up the gap to the car ahead of you. How did you feel? 50 laps before we finished, did you think you were going to be able to like close that gap a little bit? Were you just trying to maintain? Did you feel yourself like kind of just slipping away or struggling? Kind of where was your mind at?
I think we lost Wesley.
We may have.
Hello? Okay, I'm
Wesley. All right.
My mute button works. I got kids in the background, so.
Oh, no worries, bud. I'll keep it short. Just I don't know. Did you hear my question?
Yeah, once I was kind of trying to really strategize my green flag pit. I really wanted to go closer to the same lap that Dan did. Just because I didn't want to go a whole lot of many laps down. But once I got back out on the track, I was really pushing the car, and I think in the first 25, 30 laps of trying to catch back up to him, I really smoked up my tires. And there was one point that I ended up hitting the apron and get real sideways. So just overheated my tires, and probably within the last 30, 40 laps, I was already like, all right, well, Dan's already got this in the bag. He's already pulled off another second from me. So I think it really boiled down to the strategy of pit stopping. Because I knew I was taking 2 tires. I didn't know everybody else's strategy, but I think I overheard Dan mention that he took 2 tires too. But I was really trying to save my tires in order to really burn out all the fuel on the first run. But I still had a little bit over 10 laps left in the fuel tank whenever I pitted. So hats off to Dan for the P1 finish, and appreciate you guys broadcasting this.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll let you go here. Anyone else you want to just flowers or just congratulate, or you want to run here and get with your family?
Yeah, I'll give a huge shout out to Jerry over at CHRE for putting the seasons on, man. It was a great time with these guys. A lot of green flag racing and late model stock cars. Hats off to Dan, and give a huge shout out to Walt Shahadak for getting a beautiful paint scheme put on for this race over at Life and Llama Wraps. So if anybody needs a good wrap for any car, Walt's the man. Hit up.
Yeah, this is a sexy looking car.
Yeah, it looks great, man. I'll tell you what, it was a pleasure to be here tonight with all of you drivers, the league. Outstanding job. And I know you're busy, and I know it's late Sunday night. Pleasure to watch you on track and watch you race. So we look forward to seeing you next time, all right?
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right. We're going to bring in one more driver. We know him as Junior on the broadcast, but Thompson Multimedia in the booth. Rob and Chris looking to interview the 2-car. So, 2-car, Mr. Junior. Firstly, why don't you share us your name?
So, name is David Thompson. Guys at Chrome Horse actually call me Junior because I am a junior. So it kind of just bit of a nickname. Stuck with
cool.
me in the fire service. So.
Well, impressive run tonight for you. You were the hard charger of the night. You started at the back of the field, and you kind of marched forward. So, did you kind of like miss qualifying a little bit, or like what was going on for your starting position there? Was it your strategy?
No, we just missed qualifying. Got a little loose coming out of 4 and just kind of mucked our time up real bad. So, starting in the back, I knew it was going to be a long run race, and just kind of pace yourself and don't burn your stuff up too quick.
Yeah, I mean that you did. Watching you navigate some of those late run passes, you were able to hug the bottom and get that car kind of glued. You were also great at managing the throttle on the exits. But really, third place finish tonight, so I'm very impressive. Do you think that if you started up further, you could have gave a little jazz to the 33 or the 25 machine?
I would have loved to have tried. Like I said, wasn't in our cards tonight, but like I said, Dan and Wes ran a well of a race. I'd have loved to have a shot, or at least a caution flag at the end, and maybe to group us back up and at least try something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. But I mean, overall, hard charger, impressive run tonight. Chris, what do you want to say to the 2 machine?
I want to congratulate you on your third place. You did a great job. You know what? We watched you go into the pits, and I just want to confirm before I say it, but you did take 4 tires, right?
No, I knew we're as late in the run was going to be that a 2-tire strategy would be better. So we went
Oh,
and
okay.
2 at it. We really didn't eat up the lefts as bad as I was worried about because, the cars were on a little bit free side. But the 2-tire strategy actually kept us more in the hunt with the top 2 than where we could have been if we'd have took the 4.
Okay. And maybe I did remember that. Maybe I didn't. I have no idea. I have the worst memory. But what I was going to say is that I was thinking if that a caution did come out, then you could get your lap back. You would be bunched up again in that having 4 tires over the 2 drivers ahead of you, having 2 new sets on the right, you would maybe be in a little bit better position to try and stick it to them. But we just didn't have that caution, and it wasn't an opportunity for you. But keeping that aside, I think you did a great job tonight. We saw a lot of you on track. Like Robert mentioned, hard charger of the evening. That's super impressive. And overall, I think just a very nice job. Super impressive paint, by the way, as well. Perfect for the theme of the race tonight, the Freedom 250, and just a pleasure to see you race tonight on track. So a great job. I wanted to give you a chance here just to give any shout outs or thanks or flowers to anyone you care to do so.
Copy that. I appreciate you guys actually televising this. It really gives our league the platform to show off that, hey, that we do have a good group of guys racing here. Thank you for the compliment on the paint scheme. The Thompson Multimedia is actually my personal trophy awards and vinyl graphic design company. So
sick.
the iRacing paint that I run tonight is I paint all my own cars. So it's kind of show off what I can do out there. And, I can't be like a Dale Earnhardt or a Jeff Gordon, but I can at least look good going on the race.
That's Chris's only strength, actually. If he doesn't look good,
that's right.
That's nothing. He's not driving.
That's all I can bring lately is just try and look good. But no, you did a great job on track and on car, I should say, because the paint and the wrap you created is very awesome. And like I said, very inspiring and on theme for tonight's race. So yeah, great job. So did you have anything else? I didn't mean to cut you off if I did.
Oh, no, you're good, Chris. Like I said, just appreciate you guys again. And, hopefully you can hook up again with your broadcast and our race league again.
I hope so too.
Very impressive that you guys were able to run a clean 250 in this car on this track. This is not an easy combo. I think for both of us, it's a pleasure to broadcast something like this, where the difficulty level of this car track combo is pretty high.
Yeah, I agree. So it's great to be here with you guys, your drivers, your league, And I do hope that Robert and I hope that we see you guys again soon.
Yep. Congrats again, Junior.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, Chris. That was our third place finisher, David Thompson of Junior for Thompson Multimedia. So I don't know. I thought that was cool. Like hearing does trophies and vinyl wraps and all that jazz, man. That's not easy to do.
It's not, and it's very cool because you know what? Everybody likes to be on the receiving end, of course, of all that. They like to get like trophies and plaques and placards and all that, and have like cool wraps on their cars.
I'm gonna get you a trophy for best broadcaster in the world.
Oh, I'll give you my address. You ready to write it down?
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's cool, man, that he's into that. He likes that, and he does it well. Because a lot of drivers are very into that, including myself. So yeah, very, very cool.
Well, Chris, it's kind of the end of a road for us, and once again, just echoes out those same sentiments, that comments is that these guys put on a heck of a show for 250 laps at Five Flags for the Freedom 250 for the CHRE. Pleasure watching them race, but overall, just 14 cars in the field, and this isn't an easy track to drive at all. So.
Yeah, spoken from experience. You said you love it. You don't just like it, you love it. You love the track, you love the car. And 250 laps is not easy. So man, it was awesome. It was a pleasure to broadcast, a pleasure to watch, and this league is super, super cool, and all the drivers very respectful. They put on quite a show, man. So I think that you and I have been very lucky to be associated with a lot of very good leagues, drivers that just know how to get it done, and CHRE is just another one in that field. So I hope that we get to work with these guys again. This was a lot of fun tonight.
Definitely a treat. Well, let's roll through some stats, Chris, and then we'll say arrivederci. Arrivederci.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage. Hard Charger goes out to David Thompson, our junior, up 10 spots. Most laps led. Our winner tonight, Dan Taylor, in that one Pennzoil Chevy powered machine. Wesley Lynch in the second spot tonight grabs the fastest lap and the pole position. So, I thought we were going to see one heck of a battle at the end, but, maybe 4 tires would have been the dividend. We didn't look too much at the lap times at the end, but we've only had 2 leaders on the night for 1 lead change. And once Taylor got that lead, it was pretty much sayonara, arrivederci, right?
Yes.
Did a great job there. But, shout out to the top 3 again, Taylor, Lynch, and Thompson for putting on one heck of a show. The 15 machine of Kazasa grabs the 4 spots, 31 of Farmer in 5th. Saladak in 6th spot in that 00 Laughing Llama paint. Tarzan Jerry in the 10 machine in his Freedom 250 paint, looking fly out there. Fire Medic Rick Shigori did a great job managing that 02. I thought he was going to be hard charging up front. He was the ARCA champion, but definitely not the super late model champion for the Freedom 250 tonight. Vodka, great job by him as well. In that 24 car, so he's also Pennzoil. And then the 49 of Barcelos is the Grey Poupin. Grabs the 10th spot there, rounding out the top 10. So, I don't know, Chris, you got any closing thoughts before we check out?
No, I think I dropped my sentiments. Just a good time here with CHRE. I hope we work with them again. Like I said, it was a super great race. I think they got everything they would have liked out of it. And just, cool to maybe see them do something different next time, and just see what we get. You know what I mean? But outstanding drivers. And just to share this here with our closing remarks, as you and I are doing double duty tomorrow, correct?
Only single duty tomorrow.
Oh, single duty. Okay.
You love single duty.
I do actually. We can shout out ourselves. So if you want to see some more amazing broadcasting from your favorite mediocre broadcasters, Robert, I'll leave you to lay out what we're doing tomorrow. But so you can tune into some more racing.
Yeah, we're at Talladega in the ARCA car for race number 6 of the James Wagner's Welding Super Speedway Series. So those guys are going to be duking it out. And then the following Monday, we're going to be in the 87s at Talladega, I believe, or Daytona, I forget. But those guys are racing for cash the following Monday, $100 to win. And then the Wednesday night, we're at Talladega again, but in the trucks, but also racing for $100. So the next 2 weeks going to be super exciting with what we have to offer here at Outlier TV.
And to shout out as well, just in case anyone who's with Chrome Horn or hasn't sort of got the message or not, but we do the Roughneck Racing Battles. Is that the way that goes? Roughneck Racing Battles.
Yeah, a couple of CHRE drivers come over to the R&R League battles. A couple were at Michigan. There's another race, Chris, coming up on the 21st of August. I believe it's the O'Reilly or the B car at Daytona on a lonely, lonely Friday night.
So we need some of these CHRE drivers. We need more of a presence because these guys, you guys put on a great show. So show your presence at that Friday night race. More CHRE.
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to the drivers tonight, Chris. Beautiful 250 laps to capture the Freedom 250 F5 flags by CHRE. I'm Robert Warrens. He's Chris Schuessler. We're Outlier TV. Thank you, everyone, for tuning on in. Say bye, Chris. That's what you're supposed to do now. Say bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.